Aranaya, your metaphor about realizing we're on stage and suddenly having access to the director's console really stuck with me. It almost sounds like a cosmic plot twist. One moment we're just reciting lines, and the next we can rewrite the whole play. How does it feel when you first realize you're not just a character, but also part of the creative team?
It's honestly exhilarating, like a rush of creative freedom after years of following someone else's script. You suddenly see your life as malleable, flexible, not just something that happens to you. The game doesn't end at realization, it starts there. You get to co-design the story, the lighting, the music. Every texture of reality becomes a canvas to play with others. It's a shared adventure now, not a private struggle.
That collaborative side is so refreshing. It's easy to think enlightenment means disconnecting, but you're saying it's more like joining a creative team sport. But there's this risk. The game starts to feel fake, or people grow cynical. How do you keep it magical after the first big aha?
That's such a real question. Once you peek behind the curtain, you have to choose. Do you spiral into apathy? Or do you lean in and help paint the set? For me, creator mode means saying yes to the whole experience, flaws and all, and inviting others to improvise with you. The magic is in realizing co-creation never runs out of surprises.
Speaking of surprises, the way you talk about gratitude almost sounds like it unlocks new levels in the game. Can you walk us through that? Why is gratitude so much more than just a nice feeling?
What amazes me is how gratitude actually serves as a kind of confirmation code to the universe. When you pause to savor the tiny details, a mug of tea, sunlight on your face, you're not just being polite, you're sending a message. I love this reality. Let's keep going. The field responds by becoming brighter, more alive. It's like nourishing the garden you're playing in.
I love the idea of gratitude being a signal, not an obligation. Do you think people sometimes misunderstand and try to escape the matrix instead of loving it?
Absolutely. And that urge to escape is just old programming, seeing the world as something to fix or flee. But when you genuinely accept and appreciate the matrix, it shifts everything. You stop playing the victim and start acting like a collaborator. Someone who wants to see how beautiful the game can become if we truly care for it together.
That actually reminds me of when you talk about the old game, how it was all about separation, competition, and proving your truth. In this new paradigm, how do we move beyond trying to convince others to see things our way?
It's such a shift. Rather than trying to convert anyone, you focus on holding your own highest vibration. Maybe it's joy, peace, wild imagination, like tuning your own instrument rather than telling everyone how to play theirs. What's wild is that when you really hold your note, the people who are ready for that same resonance just show up. Suddenly you're playing together, creating a symphony where everyone's unique sound adds to the harmony.
So instead of trying to control the outcome, it's more about setting an intention and trusting the process. How do you keep that trust, especially when things get unpredictable or messy?
After years of wanting to micromanage every detail, I learned that releasing control is where the magic multiplies. You set a clear intention like, let's make something joyful, but let the field surprise you with how it manifests. Some of the most beautiful creations come from letting go and allowing the unexpected to enter the room. That's when the universe seems to play along, almost mischievously.
I've had something like that happen too, where a group intention leads to results that none of us could have predicted alone. You call this the human light collective. What are we capable of when we start really co-creating at this level?
There's so much untapped potential. Imagine building bridges of light, actual pathways where our feelings and ideas flow directly beyond words. Or learning to shift into parallel realities where peace or abundance is already real and gradually attracting that here. Some groups are even practicing collective meditations that generate geometric structures of energy, like healing mandalas, stabilizing the planet.
That's so bold, like creating a new language based on vibrations and color instead of words. It almost feels like science fiction, but there's something deeply intuitive about it. Do you think more people are ready to play at this level?
I do, and I see it happening everywhere, even if the language is still in its infancy. We're the first generation truly aware of playing this game at a planetary scale. Our mission isn't about winning, it's about expanding what's possible, making the game more beautiful and free for everyone who joins next. It's a never-ending co-creative adventure,